kind of her arm was holding her. I just don't get that. See, she can do that. She's made to do that, but she was like, oh. Why is she not falling? She's not connected to anything. There's a... for... Okay, confession time. I've been sick. I still look sick. Everything that I've got footage-wise from the doll has turned into some kind of weird, like, blips, or the camera just decided to not work. This is my night vision camera. It does night vision. And it just stopped. Late at night, it just stops and just doesn't write the footage. The footage is like corrupt. So I've tried putting in larger storage. I tried doing all this stuff. It's not working. Then what footage I do get, whenever I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna do it for an hour, what happens? It's too dark. So Amazon is amazing. Sent me these. These are infrared lights. So, you see, nothing. But there is a light going on. It's just infrared. So I will be able to see in the dark. Well, now I am. But problems arise. Now, let's say that the doll is coherent. Well, first of all, let me explain something, because a couple of people in comments have been asking me a few things. The doll, okay, so whenever I record like a few days worth of stuff, and then I get to my computer and I kind of just put it together. I record on my phone, I record on that little thing, I record on certain things, and I need to shave this. But, so the thing is, I record on all these things and I just kind of compile it, and that's why a lot of times I say, oh, day 1 or day 2. Now it's been like day 7, but it's because I was sick and a lot of mistakes were happening. I'm not a person who does all this stuff. I'm not good at checking everything. I'm not good at all this. So I don't have good, organizational skills. So I'm trying really hard to get that down, and I would like to post every single day, but I can't. I got sick and stuff. Now, let's talk about the doll. The doll, I think, if it is coherent, if it is hearing things, if it is moving, because I've seen in the videos that it has been moving. But is that a spirit? Is that a ghost? That one video I made, the second video that is up, I was asking it questions. Speak into a microphone. You speak into this, speak into that. Nothing was happening. So if it's coherent, why isn't it talking to us? Why isn't it saying anything? If it wants to speak, if it wants to do things, if it wants to act up, then do it. Say things. So I'm not quite sure about that. So let's say it's coherent. Why would it, if it knows that I'm setting up cameras, why would it move at all? It's like Chucky. So I need to make sure that it doesn't hear me. That being said, as you see, it's not around me. No, it's not around at all. In fact, I will go to it right now. It's right over here. Now, so it's right over there. what that means is it hasn't been hearing what I've been saying. Because I keep that out. Keep that far away in whole other rooms. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do when it's not actually knowing what we're actually setting up. Will this change anything? I don't know. But if it really wants to talk to me, you know, it would talk to me. It would say something. It would do something. I mean, I don't know. So we'll see. We will see. I guess what I'm trying to do here, staying out of reach of its hearing just in case, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to understand, are these haunted dolls actually haunted? Or is it some kind of something? It doesn't have to be paranormal. It could be something that actually can be explained. We just don't give it the time. There's my yawn. Every single time there's a yawn. We just don't give it the time of actually analyzing it. So, am I trying to do this to where it's, hey, I'm debunking? I'm not trying to debunk. I'm not trying to debunk at all. I have some kind of, let's take a scientific method, okay? So my hypothesis is it's not haunted. It's not a human being's spirit, okay? But I don't want that to be my main goal. Is, oh, look, I'm looking for things that say it's not a human spirit. It's not this or that. I don't want that to be my goal, because then anything I see, any kind of evidence that I experience is going to say that it's not. So I want to look at it completely subjective. Objectively? Subjective. I get those two things mixed. I want to look at it with completely open eyes. Okay, so something moved in that video. Okay, why? Where did it come from? What was the stimuli? What was going on? I know the first video when I had my friend here and we were playing video games, it was rocking a little bit, and I mean, so much so, I thought he was bumping it. I thought, because we had a plate sitting right here. We had a plate, and I was like, okay, it was probably that. It's probably somebody just eating something and just nudging it, and it was about to fall off. So I would push it back, and you know, that's the only thing I experienced while I was actually there. In the actual footage, you know, you see it moving, but when I speed it up, I mean, it wasn't like moving like, or some. It was like a mild little rock, and you know, when I speed up the footage, you can really see how much it was moving. Oh, is that? Now, is that paranormal, or could I do that with anything? Could I have put anything on the couch and seen it kind of moving? Does it have something to do with anything? I know I put my phone right here yesterday. Put my phone right here, and it wouldn't move. Nothing would happen. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I was watching movies. I was watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and my phone would just slide right off. I mean, is that a ghost? No. Is that something to do with the chair? Maybe. It has something to do with just gravitational forces. I don't know. That's the thing. Now I know it's not the chair. It's not the chairs. Because, I mean, we have a battery system here, so that way I can charge batteries. That's it. You know, there's nothing here. It's just between two couches. So, you know, there's nothing over here that's causing anything to move. I mean, there is high EMFs because of that outlet. So, and EMFs have been attributed to a lot of things. So, that could mean something. But then the other movement happened over here against the wall. All the way against the wall. So I put her here to basically just prop her up. Because I didn't want other things to prop her up. I didn't want like a stand. I wanted her to sit here. You know, we have these crappy apartment windows. Have screens all the way up. So nothing could happen there. I mean, if you look, I mean, this is all the way against the wall. It moved here. Now, one thing that I did notice is it wasn't like it tilted or pulled. It literally went, which, if you look at it, let's talk about this. I'm gonna go grab her. Okay, so here she is. Let's see. I'm trying to prop this up. Okay. So let's say she moves. If you were to grab her, man, she's a tank. I forgot. So if let's say I pulled. So you'd have to anchor her down. And pull. Hold on. So I'm kind of pinching and pulling down, and she kind of tilts her head a little bit. But I don't know, I'm literally forcing myself to, like, if, let's say I grab certain spots, if I literally did this and moved, I mean, she could articulate. I mean, she actually has the ability to kind of move her head. It's my stomach. My stomach's growling, so if you hear weird noises right there, it's my stomach. But, and you're also hearing this. I mean, her arms, everything is just, it's the generalized movement. So, what did we see? When she was moving completely, I mean, let's say she was rocking. I mean, I just don't see how she could go back. If she gets moved, because that's the thing, she'll sit right there. And, you know, you can move her and she'll sit up. Because she's just got that whole just thing about her where it's just made to kind of sit up. I say that when she falls. So as she's sideways and she's just kind of sitting up, let's say she was moving. You know, she was kind of like this a little bit. I don't know. It just, I just don't, I'm trying to understand what could cause this to also have her stay up. I know people could say I could probably hoax it, But, I mean, I'm really just not... I mean, yes, people could say that, hey, it's a hoax. He's just trying to do this. To be honest, I'm not. I'm not hoaxing anything. I just have no reason to. I mean, just look at these. I mean, what am I trying to do? Get views? I mean, I don't have any views. This is really just me, let's just see. And if people want to view it, I don't care. You know, I'm really trying to understand if you, I don't know, science, you know, I'm into science stuff. So she was rocking a little bit. Doesn't mean to me that, I mean, to me that doesn't mean it's a ghost. There's another explanation here. I think the thing I'm more focused on is this. Even if something caused her to rock back, right now her arm is kind of keeping her up. Actually, no, her arm is not. How are you staying like that? She's just sitting there. Anyways, leaning back. How is she? Well, now she falls, but how did she stay up? She normally doesn't do that. Look, she either slumps forward, I mean, slumps back. How did she just... I mean, that's now kind of her arm was holding her up. I just don't get that. See, she can do that. She's made to do that, but she was like, oh. Why is she not falling? She's not connected to anything. There's a... I mean, because she kept falling is the reason why I would put her on the against the wall or in the crevice, so that way it kept propping her up. And I mean, she's literally leaning back a lot. Look how much she's leaning back. I mean, she doesn't do that. There's no possible way for that to be working with her. But, I mean, let's do this. Oh, let's see. Okay, I had to use 2 hands. Oh my God, they gave her a belly button? Okay, so here's her big butt. See, there's just nothing to hold her up. Why? How is she just now staying up? She was just now sitting up right here. I mean, that can't even come down. There's nothing. It's just fluff here. You just saw she was sitting up on her own. In fact, reclining. Okay. I just don't know how to explain that. I looked at myself. I mean, I could show you. There's still nothing going on with her. It's not like I put her out of view so that way I can, you know, mess with her. I just put her dress down, but she's doing it again. Okay, I swear I just didn't put something in her. Caused her to... She's not falling over at all. Look how much she's going back. It's not like her hands, nothing's propping her up. She's just relaxing. She is completely, like, bent over. She should be falling. All in view. Look. There is nothing holding her up. There is nothing at all. How? I mean, look. It's just fluff inside of her. It's not like there's nothing getting put inside of her. Look at this. This is a dirty, dirty doll thing. Put her dress up and show you. This is hard to do with one hand. I mean, she can't. I mean, is this a conscious thing? Is she sitting up because she's happy or unhappy? She's looking at me really angrily right now. Okay, let's see. Now that she's... see, it's not like some kind of weird trick with the couch or something. It's just... See, she can sit up. Kinda. That's why I shoved her in the couch. Her doll body is not made to do this. Without anything. Like, you just seen it. So, her being able to sit up so perfectly like this is a little strange. I'll give you that, it's a little strange. But she was reclined. She's not falling. What is this? I mean, she's got a weird body thing. So she's not doing it now. Okay. So let's give her some kind of decency. Now. Okay, let's see. If you are real, recline again. If you're really a real person, when I push you, do not fall. I don't know how to take that. Okay, so It's a little weird. I'm going to, now that I'm not sick, I'm just kind of getting over it, I'm going to do a lot more of just talking to this thing. But we'll see. See what we get. I'm gonna, before I post this, I'm gonna do a lot of just rechecking the video, see what's going on. I just don't get how that stayed up. Okay, we'll figure this out. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Thanks.